Should say I'm live now. Perfect. Check one, check two. Okay, everything should be good. Perfect. No problems whatsoever. Need that. For my life. Oh, the stars and stripes. Okay, everything should be set up and good. Gonna wait till 7 to get everything started. Kind of just talking through what seasons look like so far. So far, 3-1, with only one loss being to Alabama. Upset over Notre Dame in week 2 at Doak. Good game. Shut down the Notre Dame defense. I can show the breakdown of the actual stats or offense and stuff. Still not the best defensive performance. CJ Carson had a really good pass game against us. Shut down the run. Kendron Young had a very abysmal game against us. And then Ty Washington had a good game. I mean, the wide receivers we're still struggling to stop wide receivers and stuff. And then after that game, we lost to Bama by 3 points in Tuscaloosa on a missed field goal to end the game, which I got heated about because the dumb thing. But Kevin Sperry, man, he has had a great season so far. Freshman quarterback, been playing really good. Deuce Robinson as well, having a really good season. I think he's been a pretty solid player for us. Overall wise, season wise, 3-1 record isn't bad going into Pittsburgh this week. Kevin Sperry, 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions is not bad at all. Almost 1,000 yards on the year. I think he's averaging a little under 250 a game. Yeah, he's a little under 250 a game. Run game it's been a little bit effective, but not many plays, really just big plays at least, to say the least. The average yards per game is really bad. It's 37 per game. So should definitely get that more involved. Deuce Robinson has had a stellar year though. 338 yards on the game in the year for him. Pretty solid. Going into this week, yeah, Pittsburgh, and looking forward to the rest of this stream and the rest of the season. We play Cal the week after, Memphis, and then Miami. I think I'm gonna maybe end off with Miami tonight. I don't know. We have to play at Miami, and then we have to play at Duke the week after. Duke shouldn't be that bad, but Miami's gonna be a tough game. Cal, Memphis and Miami were all ranked at the start of the season. Now they are all unranked. Pittsburgh's still ranked, and still Duke, Clemson, Florida to end out the season. Gonna be a rough schedule. Gonna be a rough sledding to the end of the year. Hoping it'll get better with everything that's going on, but we'll see what happens by the end of the year. And it's almost 7, so we're gonna go ahead and start get kicked off here and everything at Doak Campbell Stadium against Pittsburgh. And the end of season 1 and end of season 1 is published and everything published today, and then tomorrow should be the opener of season 2 should be posted. It's about 2.5 hours from yesterday's stream. So I'll put 3 videos on the channel in total. All very long, just videos of the stream basically. So if you want to watch any of the previous games, if you want to see the off-season stuff, if you want to get caught up on what happened in the first 4 games of season 2, feel free to watch those videos. They're very long, so I don't expect you to watch the whole thing, but like just if you want to skim through the games and see like what happened, who had good games, who didn't have good games, Definitely be fun to do that. Adrian Webster going to get us started off with a kick return. Last week, quarterback masterclass from Kevin Sperry, 286 yards on the game and 4 touchdowns. Really good start to the season for the young guy, for the young buck, as Florida State looks to build back momentum against this Pittsburgh team ranked in the top 25, and looking to come into Doak and beat the Florida State Seminoles to establish a win streak and give Florida State their second loss of the season. Jarrett Gibson going to get nothing on that play, and they will bring up 3rd and 9 for the team, for the Florida State Seminoles. And Florida State has seen a lot of improvements this year from last season, mainly in the O-line play. They've seen a lot more versatility and good play from the defense, from the O-line, as Kevin Sperry will take a sack on that 3rd down play. Just held on to the ball too long. In Alabama game, there was a special teams turnover on a punt hit, which is a great play. The Florida State secondary, though, you got Jeremiah Wilson, Edwin Joseph, KJ Kirkland, and Zachary Tove out there. It shows him twice. It shows what's his name twice for some reason. It shows Jeremiah Wilson twice for some reason. Is that Marcel Reed? That's Marcel Reed, isn't it? Oh my gosh, dude! What a big run to start the game for Pittsburgh. Florida State been dominant on the run defense this season, but right now not looking too hot with that one right there. And hopefully Florida State can establish something. Is that Marcel Reed though? Like, did he transfer to play at Pitt? You want to transfer to play at Pitt? That's really funny. Hope it's reverse. Get out there. No way, dude. It was a one-on-one. I just got unlucky with it. The reverse play. Pittsburgh will take a lead right there with Ray Joseph scoring its first touchdown of the game. Florida State will go down by 7. Hopefully, it won't be demoralizing for this Florida State team. Florida State did go down 7, was down by 10 points against Bama for most of the game, and still brought it back within a field goal to end the game. Started slow in that game, and you gotta hope that Florida State does not start slow against this Pittsburgh team. Obviously, Eli Holstein no longer the quarterback for the Pitt Panthers. They have Marcel Reed, transfer from Texas A&M, running the helm for them. And Florida State gonna hike the football here. Gonna look for Randy Pittman over that middle. Randy Pittman, a volatile player for the Florida State Seminoles this season, has caught a lot of passes for them this season against teams like Alabama and Notre Dame. Caught some big plays. Has a good season. Probably the second most receptions on the team behind Deuce Robinson. Deuce Robinson is obviously the wide receiver 1, and then don't forget about the big man over there, Gelsey, freshman tight end, playing at a superb level. Pittman did go down a little bit in the game against Notre Dame, and Gelsey stepped up and played very well. Joanne McCoy there now going to get up the field a little for the Florida State Seminoles there, as he is looking to build up on his stellar game against Alabama and UNC. Kevin Sperry not afraid to take the little dink and dump pass down to Jarrett Gibson. Jarrett Gibson, a big proprietor in this Florida State run game and pass game. He gets a lot of use out of the little dump passes to him. He's scored multiple touchdowns that way this season, and he will get almost there again. And that's going to be first down to the 2-yard line. And Jarrett Gibson bringing the Florida State Seminoles to the 2-yard line there. See what they do here. They're going to run the football, and they will not get it. Gibson stuffed in the backfield for a loss on the play. Florida State obviously looking to beat Pitt and keep a momentum into the game against Cal. And that's going to be a pass to Jacobs. Vondrez Jacobs catches that football, and that'll be a touchdown, Florida State, as they will kick the ball, and it will go up and in. Florida State kickers, no struggles outside of that one missed kick in the Alabama game. Probably should have gone for it, honestly. I don't know why I was trying to play for overtime against Alabama. Alabama's way too good to play for overtime against. Let's see what Pitt's got drawn up on their second drive of the game. Hopefully Florida State's defense can step up here and win a big defensive stop here. And Florida State, man, looking at it, they've gone up in the rankings of difficult places to play. Florida State were ranked at 15th at the start of the season, and since the Notre Dame win, they have gone up to 14th. What does that change? Not much, but Whit Weeks with the lurk. He's going to take this back, try to find a hole here on the defense, on the O-line, and he will get out of bounds at the 23-yard line, his second pick of the season, as he brings in another electric play for this Florida State defense. And he's going to find Pittman for a 5-yard gain here. Randy Pittman getting a lot of use today, as he is perfect through the first quarter. Are they going to get a hike off? They will get the playoff, and Jarrett Gibson will get the ball to end the first quarter, and that'll be a tie game going into the second for Florida State. The Pitt Panthers looking solid, also 3-1 this season. Florida State, though, -8 rushing yards, 90 yards in the air in the first quarter. Dominating on the time of possession, as Pittsburgh has only had the ball for 56 seconds. See what Florida State has drawn up here for 3rd and short. Kevin Sperry, known to take off in these types of situations where he needs to pick up a couple yards. And Florida State not shy to go for it on 4th down. They've gone for it a lot this season. Will we see them do it again? And yes, we will. Florida State lined up in the jumbo package that scored them a touchdown last week on a 4th and 1 as well against UNC. This time, Kevin Sperry is just going to keep it and take it for a 1st down. Florida State brings up a new set of chains on the 12-yard line. Let's see what they got drawn up here. Oh my gosh, Kevin Sperry. Could he get a touchdown here? He's going to dive for it. He's going to fumble. It's going to be out on the 1-yard line. But Florida State will retain possession as Kevin Sperry doing something that you don't normally see quarterbacks do at all. And that is running the football and diving to try to make a touchdown. And Jarrett Gibson gets a touchdown on his 4th rush attempt. So far, no yards on the game, but a touchdown through the air, or on the ground. And Florida State will take a 7-point lead with that field goal, with that PAT after the kick. And Florida State going to bring in the game and hopefully build up this squad here. Florida State playing solid games out here against some of the bigger named opponents. Florida State obviously beating Notre Dame at home and then losing to Alabama, though, on the road the week after by 3 points on a missed field goal that some people called a chip shot field goal to end the game. Florida State obviously looking to forget that game, the kicker especially looking to forget that missed field goal. That's going to be a big pass right there. Florida State not missing as many tackles this season as they did last season. Obviously, there are still the occasional misses and stuff, but they will not miss a lot of plays. Also, Stanford is no longer in the ACC. I moved them back to the Pac-12 because they are terrible. Duke kills NC State 43-0 on that scoreboard, as Duke is looking to make a playoff push, an ACC championship push as well this year. Florida State also looking to make that same push and hopefully going to be able to do it. The only loss that they're looking at is going to be against that Clemson team. They think that they could beat Duke, and they think that Duke is not as good as they seem. In Florida State, Pitt's going to take a shot deep, and it'll be an incomplete pass as Florida State breaks it up. Pitt, former home of Jordan Addison, as most people know, before he transferred to the USC Trojans. And what is with teams not having punters right now, bro? Like teams like what's it called? Virginia. They didn't have any kicker or punter this year. And that's Deuce Robinson. Deep. Finds him. Deep. Gets the completed pass, and Kevin Sperry doing what he has done all year, which is throwing that ball to Deuce Robinson on the streak routes to open up the plays. And there's going to be a big run for Jared Gibson, finally getting some positive yards for himself. And we said that Florida State, looking at that run game, has not had a dominant run game, really. And they're trying to figure it out today against Pitt before they play games against bigger named opponents like Miami and Clemson and Duke. Why is Duke good at football? I have no idea, but they are good at football in this sim. That's going to be another touchdown, and that pass is going to Deuce Robinson. Florida State today looking really dangerous for 21 points in the first after giving up a bunch. After giving Pitt a touchdown, Pitt has not done much on offense. And Whit Weeks with a pick on the game as well. See what they got drawn up here on their third offensive drive of the game, as Florida State has just dominated not only the time of possession, but also the scoreboard. And that's going to be a sack and a fumble, and Pittsburgh will luckily pick it up, but James Williams will force a sack. Florida State getting Whit Weeks been hyping this crowd up all season, as Florida State is back in the newly renovated Doak Campbell Stadium. And it's going to be a big pass right there, but not enough for a first down, as Florida State looking to stifle this Pitt offense to the best of their abilities. Whit Weeks been a dominant force in that backfield, and that's going to be a tackle. No, he got the ball away last second, and that will be an incomplete pass, bringing up fourth down, and the punter is back out there for Pitt. It's going to be past the 40. It's going to be past the 40. Fair caught by Webster. See what Florida State has drawn up here. Are they just going to run the ball more, try to control the clock a bit more in this game than they did? And Gibson's going to get upfield for a 5-yard rush there. Pretty solid start to his game. Florida State looking pretty solid out here, playing more and more like not playing smash mouth football, but just playing the deep ball. Deuce Robinson going up again, trying to catch Deuce Robinson over the white boy cornerback over there, Jackson Joseph. Trying to get the ball over the white boy's head, and he's going to do it. He's going to test him, and he will catch that football. Deuce Robinson, another big play for the young gun, for the senior, as Kevin Sperry is showing that he's not afraid to throw the ball against ranked teams. And that's going to be a pass to Webster. Webster's going to get to the 1-yard line, and that's going to be a big play right there. Adrian Webster with the catch. Pittsburgh going to call their first timeout. Florida State coming out here in the Wildcat package. Gibson going to hike that football, and he's going to go for a touchdown, and he will get it. And Florida State is up by 21 points, looking like what they did last season against Pittsburgh. An absolute bloodbath in the making. And Florida State looking to execute well, and they're executing to the perfection that they needed. Kevin Sperry on a road to make a name for himself at Florida State, as he is currently only one loss in his career to number 3 Alabama. Big season coming for this big things are coming for that young man. As Jeremiah Wilson almost gets a pick right there for himself, but he does not. Very close though. And Whit Weeks looking to keep this crowd's energy high. That's going to be a pass outside, and he's going to get upfield with it. But that's a big hit right there from Edwin Joseph, laying out a dude, and that'll bring up 3rd and short for this Pitt offense. Pitt struggled all season with getting the ball up. Struggled most of this game, and that's going to be a sack right there for John Walker, the junior transfer. Bringing in a big play right there. Jarrett Gibson back in the game for the return. Jarrett Gibson gonna get up there and he is also a transfer from Texas. The Texas transfer, man, he's been playing electric for Florida State this year, as Florida State looking to continue the reign that they're on right now. And he's going deep for Deuce Robinson, and Deuce will catch it for a touchdown. Oh my gosh, Kevin Sperry just heaving the ball up to Deuce Robinson while he has him. This game might be well over by now. 28 points in the 28-point lead right now for the Florida State Seminoles, and that's not looking too hot for this for this Pittsburgh offense. Something I was talking about doing was trying to get what's his name, the freshman Lee Randall more involved. So we're gonna actually put Lee Randall at wide receiver 2. Keep Vandress because he's gonna junior. He's only a junior. He's gonna be freak. Same thing with Lewayne. He's only a sophomore. He'll be freak too. But I want Lee Randall playing a lot, dude, because Lee Randall is a 6'5" freak of nature. I thought he was a speedster for some reason, but I guess not. But I'm hoping that he develops well and he can. I don't know what his speed caps are looking like. That's gonna be a big play. They're trying to bomb Florida State's defense, but they cannot do it. Florida State has seen a lot of cornerback improvements from last season, but obviously the Bama game, couple blown coverages, couple bad plays, but Florida State, man, they bringing it to this week against Pitt. They've seen the schedule that they were given, and they were like, oh, you want us to play ranked opponents? We will play those ranked opponents. And Florida State, man, answering well to the challenge posed to them. It's going to be a big play right there, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and Florida State going to call a timeout here. Try to get another play, try to get another touchdown before the break, potentially. Gibson in the back there to return the punt now. Kick up, and it's going to be a short one. And that's going to be a fair catch by Gibson. Gibson is going to take that ball at the 43-yard line. Let's see what Florida State has drawn up here for their drive. Lee Randall over there matched up against one of the better DBs in the nation, and he's going to just throw the ball away, and that's very dangerously close to the defensive player that I was just talking about. Lee Randall getting a call audibles here from Kevin Sperry. Lee Randall cannot hold on to that football, but his first target of this year is going to be an incompletion. And Kevin Sperry going to hike that football and see what they got drawn up here. He's just going to heave one deep for Deuce Robinson again. Deuce almost catching that football, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Kevin Sperry throwing the incompletes on that drive, bringing up the punter, Neal, to punt the ball away. Not called on much today. There's going to be 3 seconds left in the first quarter. What are they going to do? They're going to QB Neal. They don't want to take a risk of throwing a pick 6 or anything. They're just going to take it into halftime. And that's going to end out the first half. A dominant showing by Florida State in that second quarter, as Florida State has put up 28-point lead on top of them. 6 targets for 4 catches for 155 yards, as it looks like Deuce Robinson is going to absolutely dominate against this defensive team, against this Pittsburgh defense. All the stuff coming out about Madden coming out. I'm excited. I'm gonna play Madden whenever it comes out next week. Hopefully, it's gonna be a fun game. I'm hoping. Hopefully, it's better than the college football game that we currently have, because college football this year is a shell of the game it was last year. But let's see, man. Oh, dang. James Williams and McCray are out there on that edge. Bang. Bang. Florida State has stopped the running back pretty well, besides that first rush that he had in the first quarter. And that's going to be a big play right there, but it's going to go nowhere, as Ashland Baker going to get back there for a tackle to limit the damage that was brought about by this Pittsburgh offense. Oh. Edwin Joseph, man. I like him. I like Edwin Joseph, man. He's been a good player for me, but he needs to get either a step faster or play better, bro. He's kind of slow, I feel like. I don't know if he's just losing a step somewhere or what, but he's losing a step against the defensive backs. against the corners, or against the wideouts, and I might have to. Might change it up next game for DB, who's a bit faster, similar overall, to start over him. I don't know how fast he is compared to like other players that I have, other cornerbacks and stuff, but hopefully we can figure out where he fits into the whole scheme of the season. As Whit Weeks, man, bringing in that pressure and everything. Big hit right there from Whit Weeks. Let's go, man. Big play for Whit Weeks is Florida State trying to stop this Pittsburgh defense from making offense from making a comeback. And that's going to be a big play right there. Whit Weeks gets back there on the screen pass, unblocked to get a massive hit right there. Also, like, why does it do this, bro? Why are both of you boys over there, like, doing that stuff, man? That's so dumb, dude. Fair catch that. I'm like, why am I gonna play that? Why the punter always got to be so weak on these on these low overall teams, dude? Ah, dang, that's not gonna. He's not catching that. Maybe he will. No, he won't. Okay. I saw him go up and he thought he was gonna get that ball, but well, he hasn't caught a pass yet in this first game. In his first game where he's getting real PT, he's not caught a pass yet. I gotta play Randall though. I gotta hope that because his playing time is important to him. And I throw a pick. Okay, that's my fault. I was trying to force the ball to Randall a bunch, and I do a pick. So hoping that it's not gonna be that bad, but we'll see. What the heck is going on here, dude? Okay, there we go. That fixed it. That fixed whatever bug was going on. Got him. Oh my gosh, he completed a beautiful pass for a completion to Zion Flower L off one of the craziest passes I've seen by a quarterback of all time. Dang. Dang. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Big hit right there from Florida State defense. It's Florida State bringing in, only giving up 90 yards in the air today. Florida State, man, bringing the pressure on this game on this drive. And that's gonna be a what? That's a pass completion touchdown. Oh my goodness, man. That's ridiculous, dude. Bates gonna get down there? Nope. UNC last week, though, gave Florida State a little bit of a scare towards the later half of that game, but Florida State able to hold on to get that win, and coming into this game against Pittsburgh up by 21 still in the second half, as Pittsburgh has just dominated this half of the game so far in possession. And Gibson back lining up there at quarterback, gonna hike the football in a wildcat formation, and he's gonna take it. Get upfield. Jared Gibson looking to build that draft portfolio before he goes to the draft next season. Copeland, man, the freak, Ike Copeland, who played a stellar game against number 3 Alabama, getting Florida State mostly back into that game, and Deuce Robinson going deep for Deuce. Deuce will drop the football, but they're testing that DB over there. They're testing that DB out there, seeing if he can play against Deuce. As Deuce has played a phenomenal game so far for Florida State, as he has gotten a bunch of catches. Kevin Sperry chucking this deep to Deuce, and Deuce will catch that ball. You cannot stop this man. 310 on the game, career high passing yards for Kevin Sperry. There's a big pass for Randy Pittman, as Randy Pittman will get a first down for Florida State, and this is in the red zone. Could we see a potential? Nope, I don't want that play. We're going out. We're gonna go out route. Oh, that's a dot. That's a dot. Lee Randall's first touchdown is gonna be in this game, man. And look at that play. Florida State is going crazy. 42 points. Showing up against Pittsburgh. Showing that they deserve to be ranked. Because despite their one loss being to Alabama, they are getting overlooked by the committee because they started the season off slow. Because they started did not have a good season last year. And Florida State, man, you got to look at the whole picture with this team. They got one of the best defenses in the nation right now, stifling teams, stifling some big name opponents to very small games. Notre Dame, notably, was a team that got shut out in Doak by this Florida State defense. Whit Weeks has had a stellar performance this year. Could be looking at an All-American season or probably at least an All-Conference season with the games that Whit Weeks has been having, and he will miss a play on that one. But Whit Weeks, man, looking at a stellar performance this year so far. And James Williams, man, he's been coming off that edge, putting a pressure on the quarterback every game this year, and that's gonna continue to happen this season, as he will get a lot of pressure generated off that edge. And LJ McCray is gonna be called in here by Norvell, going with Deontay McCray as well in that middle. See what they got drawn up here to bring in the pass, and they'll knock the ball out right there on top of the defense, on top of the play right there. Florida State bringing in a package here to try to stop the defense. Oh, Jeremiah Wilson cannot get in there for the big play. Big moment right there, bringing the Pittsburgh offense back into the red zone here. See what Florida State got for them right now. Jeremiah Wilson will get out there, not get a pick, but he will get out there to play the ball there. See what Florida State's got drawn up on this play on defense. Pittsburgh motioning the tight end over. Gonna flip the defense around for some reason. They're just wide open to the tight end there. Whit Weeks though gonna make a stand on the goal line. Florida State has made some big goal line stands this year. Mainly Alabama, they stopped them 3 times on that 4th down, on that short yardage. And you're going to try to run the football against this Florida State defense. Florida State's defense is electric. Last game, Florida State almost 5 sacks alone from one player. And don't even think about running on James Williams, on LJ McCray. He gets in there fast, my guy. Florida State lining up with 6 down linemen. What are they bringing here? They're bringing heat, and they're not going to get a pass off. Florida State stopping this, making a goal line stand against Pittsburgh, bringing in an electric play after electric play. See what they got drawn up here on 4th down, and they're going to try to roll out. He's going to run, and he'll get a touchdown for Pitt. Marcel Reed able to get a touchdown today. And Florida State still holding a 21-point lead, giving up the touchdown, though, to Marcel Reed. 11 plays, 77 yards. All you can really ask for from a Florida State defense, the defense is to hold them to under 10 yards per play, and that's what Florida State just did right there. And let's see what they got drawn up here on 1st and 10. Are they going to test that DB yet again? They do not test that DB, and they're just going to throw the ball away here, and that's going to be a pick again. Lawayne McCoy not able to get to the ball, and Emmanuel Mims gets to that football on a throwaway by Kevin Sperry. Whit Weeks gets back there, but does not get the tackle. Stops him in his tracks, though, in Florida State. Gonna bring up the 2-minute warning here for Pittsburgh. 21-point game right now for Florida State. Come on, man. Florida State has not run much man this season. A lot of zone coverage for the defense. See what they run here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a man coverage scheme. And that's going to be a big play right there for Joseph. Joseph on the running back, but gets in the way of that defensive, in the way of that pass, as Williams, LJ Williams in this Florida State defense, gonna get in there, but not gonna get the tackle. Florida State, Pittsburgh calling their first time out of the game. Nicholson gonna faking like moving up like he's gonna blitz here, and he's gonna bail as soon as the ball is snapped, and Whit Weeks will go flying towards the defensive, towards the tight end Malachi Thomas. Ooh, Whit Weeks trying to get that pick there, but not gonna happen. Conrad Hussey, dude. Talk about a man who has had some stellar games, bro. Conrad Hussey. 2 defensive touchdowns this season. Big hit right there. Don't even try him like that. Florida State safety Zachary Toe bringing an absolute layout right there. And wow, Edwin Joseph, man, I need to get him off my field. Edwin Joseph is going to get off my field by next game. That's what's going to happen, dude. Edwin Joseph is going to get off my field by the end of the next game because he is not playing to the level I need him to. And that's a wide open play. Oh my gosh, they almost had a touchdown there. So we're going to play. So we're going to go to the depth chart, man, next week. See what is and is not clicking for us. Because right now, man, the defense showing a lot less restraint, a lot more like volatility in this season. Having very good first halves and then performing kind of low on that second half where they normally would perform a lot higher. Florida State, Pittsburgh gonna have to, Marcel Reed gonna have to throw that ball away as Pitt is tasked with a monumental task of scoring on this Florida State defense yet again. And Florida State's defense gonna tackle him inbounds. Florida State bringing the pressure with what looks like 6 down linemen, but only 3 have been blitzing. One has been in a QB spy, trying to stop Marcel Reed from whatever he does, and that's gonna be a touchdown for Pitt. Too little, too late though. Pitt is down by 14 still. 38 seconds left in the game. If Florida State gets that ball, it's over. Probably could have taken more deep shots or something, but Florida State gonna get that ball with Baker. I should not have pitched that ball. That was such a risky play for no reason. And that's gonna be the game. Florida State gonna take the win by 14 here. That'll be the game. Kevin Sperry getting his 4th win as a Florida State Seminole, 42-28 against Pitt. Florida State scores 1 touchdown in the second half, which was not even needed as they go on to win this game against Pitt. Deuce Robinson gets the player of the game nod with 203 yards, 5 catches, and 2 touchdowns. Big play from Deuce Robinson this year. Look at this absolute beautiful spiral, though. Dot to Deuce Robinson, bro. Deuce Robinson looking like a stud for this Florida State offense right now. Hoping that Florida State can really make a name for themselves here. 42-28 is a freak show of a game, bro. And just like that, Florida State moving into next week against Cal, bringing a crazy amount of momentum with them onto the road, and hopefully it'll keep them in a good spot. 3-0 in ACC play. They are undefeated. Deuce Robinson, 203 yards, gets him ACC Player of the Week. Not National Player of the Week, mind you. Just ACC. Who won National Player of the Week for offense? Dante Largent. He had 5 receiving touchdowns on 8 catches. Nope, I respect it, dude. I'm not going to say anything about that at all. He won that. He got that fair and square. We are in a recruiting battle for a 4-star D tackle, going up against Florida State, or not Florida State. Oh shoot, nope. I've scheduled him on a visit that doesn't matter, on a thing that doesn't matter to him. Dang it. Did not want to do that. This guy, he's coming against Memphis, which hopefully we can get him. And now people are coming after Corbin, dude. Corbin's been on our board since day one, man. He's been a player that I've been looking after the entire time, and now teams are recruiting the guy because I was getting the lead, and he's in his top 5 schools now. But we got the advantage. Advantage Florida State. Let's see what. There we go. Keontae Streeter, halfback out of Maryland. Only team recruiting him right now is Florida State, and Celeste Dove as well. Only team really recruiting him is Florida State too. So Zach Melton, and a little bit of recruiting week by week on Celeste Dove is going to be what I'm going to be doing. And Florida State, man, 86 defense, 84 offense still on this season, and they're looking promising against Cal. Going on the road to Cal, playing in not the Rose Bowl, that's UCLA. Playing in Cal Stadium, I don't know what the name of the stadium is at all, but playing at Cal in a night game. California Memorial Stadium. I forgot that. I didn't realize that was the name. With the freaky bear mascot. Going into bear territory for this game against Cal. Cal with the all blue, all navy blue and yellow, a little bit of yellow jerseys. Love the jerseys, honestly, for the Cal team. Cal had one of my favorite team logos back in the day with the sailor hats whenever those were popular. I loved those. Look at Florida State trotting out in the white and golds. Our game against Miami, I'm marking the all whites. I don't care what anyone says. I'm marking the all whites for Miami. Florida State going to be kicking the ball off here to Cal to start the game. Florida State hoping to carry momentum from the first half of the Pitt game into this game against Cal. Florida State's still not ranked after beating Pitt, and both of the impact players for this team are on defense. Bryson Donaldson, halfback from Cal, is going to be one of their impact players, as they lost Jaden Ott to Oklahoma last year. And Jaden Parrish is going to get his first tackle in the game very fast. And I forgot to do what I was going to do. So after this play, we will not be seeing, what's his name, on the field today. We will not be seeing him play at all, and that man is Joseph. He has 90 speed. We're going to put Kai Bates in, bro. Until you learn to be a little bit faster, dude, maybe next year, if I get you a speed upgrade, you can play. But right now, dude, you're too slow for my liking. I need a fast corner to be out there. Oh my gosh, he's so open. Unblocked. Well, big hit right there, though. Bring up 3rd and 2. Florida State gonna be 3rd down. 3rd and 2 for the Cal Golden Bears here in the first quarter. Week's gonna get back there for a big play, stopping him up, and that'll be 4th and 6 for the team. Punt the ball away to Florida State, bringing out Kevin Sperry after this play. Oh, they have an actual punter. I can return kicks. Yay. Oh, what a play. What a spin. What a spin move. Jarrett Gibson with the ball now. Last week, looking at that Deuce Robinson highlight, last week was 203 yards on the game. 2 touchdowns. Will we see more types of plays like those, or are we going to see a lot more Kevin Sperry just throwing dots to like guys like Jarrett Gibson, Texas transfer? Are they going to be trying to build up that run game, or are they going to be trying to pass the ball all the time? Mind you, Florida State does not give up much on the ground. They give up mostly air yards. And I think a big thing is with that is Edwin Joseph being a little slow for my liking at DB. 95 speed is where 93 is the bare minimum for me mostly for the team. And Florida State on a 4th and 1, we've seen them go for it every single time this season. Will they do it again? They're lining up for it. And Kevin Sperry is going to get another first down for the Florida State Seminoles. Look at that man go. Everyone knows that Kevin Sperry has been getting a lot of those 1-yard 4th down rushes, but who knows what's going to happen next season. Kevin Sperry, obviously the starting quarterback right now for the team. Going into next season, looking at it that way. Also, I want to change that so badly. I hate that Webster's in on those plays. I'd rather have it be Cam Davis. Because I'm pretty sure he's our 3rd down running back is Webster, yeah. I'd rather it be not Jalen Lucas. I love Jalen Lucas. Don't get me wrong. I love Jalen Lucas. But it's gonna have to be Cam. I love Cam Davis a lot. He's been one of the premier players kind of for our team this year. So it's gonna be him. Let's go, Jarek. Catch that ball, man. A lot of changes coming in this week against Cal. New defensive back getting thrust into the starting lineup because of that speed that he has. And new running back, Cam Davis, going to get that promoted to the starting 3rd down back role after I am sick and tired of using Adrian Webster because I don't like him. He was an accidental transfer that I didn't want to grab, but he committed before I could take him off my board. So now I have him, and I'd rather not use him, so I'm going to use Cam Davis instead. And look at that stat line. 1,311 yards. I don't know what the freshman record. Let me look up what the freshman record is for Florida State. The Florida State freshman passing record is 4,000 yards by Jameis Winston, dude. Okay, but that's Jameis. Jameis is Jameising. By freshman with 40. He also has the passing touchdown record of 40. Right now, looking at it this way, Kevin Sperry might be on pace for that, to break that. He's at, 40? He's at 18 now? 17? 17 or 18 right now? So he's got the potential to break the single season passing touchdowns record. But we'll see. We'll see if he can break the all-time record for most passing yards in a career at Florida State. He probably could. I mean, if he plays all 4 years, he will. I doubt he plays all 4 years, though. He's a 82, 83 as a freshman quarterback. Next season, he's with all the... And he didn't even play last year. He just developed well. He plays this year and then gets better next season. Oh, my gosh, he's going to be a freak. And that's going to be another stop for Florida State's defense as it'll bring up 4th and 3 going into the late stages of this first quarter. And that'll be a punt back to the Florida State man, Jarek Gibson. Jarek Gibson, going to break a tackle here? No, he will not. 30-yard line. Get upfield, my guy. Look at the defense. Go, Kevin. Go, Kev. Go, Kev. Kev with a big run. Let's go. Putting his body on the line for the Florida State Seminole defense, babe. For the Florida State Seminole offense. Kevin Sperry, man, not afraid to do anything this year. He's been playing electric in everything. Throw that ball away. Kevin Sperry knows when he's got to throw that ball away because the running back won't break out on his route. 5 for 7 on the day so far, 65 yards passing. And he already has a touchdown on the game. Deuce Robinson. Ooh, Kevin Sperry held the ball long in that pocket. Tried to find a pass, but could not bring it in. And that's going to be wow, what a blown blocking by Florida State's defense O-line. And that's going to be a punt here on 4th down. Joseph now in here because Coates is not. And that's going to be it, man. You got to look at guys like that, dude. Coates has been doing that all season, and Edwin Joseph picking up right where Coates left off. Oh, man. Wow, Zachary Tobe just got absolutely shrugged off right there. And there goes Florida, and there goes Cal, man, getting close to a first down. Florida State's been pretty dominant so far. No 3rd down conversions given up for Cal, but no 3rd down conversions in their own right. 21 yards in the first quarter for Cal, as Cal is averaging 3 yards per play. They've only ran 7 plays in the entire game. Split gun is Florida State's going to bring a double mug look out here. Let's see what they got drawn up here. Florida State. Probably going to be a run play. And Florida State does not like that play very much. They don't like running they don't like when teams try to run the football. So they just bring pressure and they get to them. See what they got drawn up here on third. Gonna be 4th and inches. Will they go for it? No, they will punt the football away. Back to Florida State. Florida State's defense holding Cal to 0 points and no first downs really here. That's gonna be a punt to Jarek Gibson. Jarek Gibson gonna take the ball actually. Not even a fair catch. And Florida State, man, lining up back out there now. Florida State looking to actually score another touchdown here. And Deuce Robinson going to catch that ball. Deuce Robinson, obviously one of the best players for Florida State this year, as he is looking to put a clinic on at Florida State, showing that he's got potential in that next level. That's going to be a pass by Kevin Sperry to Randy Pittman Jr. Randy does not bring that ball in, but he will get a crazy good pass. See what he got here. Been hucking that ball to Deuce Robinson all season. Let's see what he's got drawn up here. And he's going to huck it again, but it's going to be incomplete. South Carolina, number 4 in the nation right now, taking down Tennessee by a measly 6 points. Dude, what in the world is that? I hate that they changed the way that the backfield works, dude. I want to put the fair catch. Like, I'm just annoyed. Like, that's just kind of annoying. Like, he's up there. Oh my gosh, Jeremiah Wilson just got mossed. Jeremiah Wilson just got absolutely mossed, dude. There we go, baby. LJ McCray gets in there for Amari Williams, sorry. Amari Williams? Yeah, Amari Williams. I told you guys, Amari Williams is going to be something special here at Florida State as long as he stays. Conrad. Let's go Conrad Hussey. Conrad Hussey's that third quarter that not many people talk about, but he's got potential out there. Oh my gosh. He just threw the ball away, though. I did not see that ball. We're not in Doak, so he can make this kick. Could be a major field goal. Dude, Adrian Webster, I should have encouraged him to transfer. He's been a solid player, though, man. He's just there for the returns, which I don't do much with. I'm not trying to get, like, a big play out of returns and stuff ever. So, I don't know. Jalen Lucas, senior year, got pushed down the depth chart as I normally do with running backs. I don't play a lot because we got Jarek Gibson and then Cam Davis went up a lot. Cam Davis, though, he's a sophomore running back. He's got a load of potential to be a freak of nature. There goes Kevin Sperry, man. Sperry, 5 rushes, 7 yards. 2 of those are sacks, though, so take that with a grain of salt for the yards. Oh, I thought Deuce caught that. Tried it. Almost a 2-minute warning here. Florida State only up by 4 now with a touchdown, with their lone touchdown. What? You got there, bro. How did you not get there? Gonna return? Nope. Come on, Williams. Williams gonna be blitzing in here from that edge. Let's go, Witt. Get over there. Told you, dude. You want to run that football? You screwed, bro. There we go, man. Florida State calling a timeout here. First, 1 minute 15 left in the game. Florida State bringing that double mug look again. See what they got. It's gonna be a big play. Florida State gonna get a tackle there. Come on, man. Tevin Sperry with an absolute heave. That's a pick. But that's going to be a PI, I think. Yep, that's PI. What a heave, though. Duke is losing to Memphis right now, by the way, boys. Florida State plays Memphis next week, though. So. Let's go. Ah! Come on, Jarek. What? How is that an overthrow, dude? I overthrew the ball. That was my fault. They're gonna Hail Mary. They're gonna Hail Mary. Incomplete pass. Florida State gets ball at half, though. So, it's kind of slow game here. Florida State only 7 points in the first half. Florida State, about equal time possession-wise, too. But 88 yards in the air, 26 on the ground. Very close game. I mean, it's flipped in the game. Bama, number 1 in the nation right now. 5-0. Adrian Webster's over there. He'll go get upfield. Nice. Looking at it this way, man. Cam Davis getting a lot more PT this week than last week. Kevin Sperry going up to Deuce again, and Deuce is going to catch that football, and he's going to take it all the way to the 4-yard line. What an electric way to start the game. Gonna look for Randy Pittman. Randy Pittman with a touchdown, and that's gonna be a big start to the second half of the game. Only 16 yards in the game for the guy right now, but that's all you can ask for him. Score a touchdown. 11-point game now. Big hit. Let's go. Florida State did lose to Memphis 2 years ago, and they have them back on the schedule for next year, for the next week. Florida State wanting to carry a momentum of winning into the Duke game, obviously, because a one-loss season so far has not been bad, though. Let's go. Deontay McCray, dude. Trying to put on a stellar last season at Florida State. Got a 5-sack game 2 weeks ago against UNC. Third and 7, boys. 3rd and 7, Florida State's defense trying to get back into that rhythm of stopping them every time. There's a big play, 4th and 7. They're going to punt the ball away again. Florida State, man. Go. Wow, Florida State is going crazy today. 191 yards. Get hit. Immediately. ACC should be competitive though this year with teams like Florida State being undefeated so far, and also Clemson and Duke are also undefeated right now. I mean, this year's gonna be interesting, man. Big hit. 2nd and 9. Obviously, last week Florida State does get the win against Pitt. USC beat the Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh my gosh, dude. Auburn beats Jacksonville State. I don't know. But next week's exciting. One of my friends comes home from college for like a week or two, so I get to hang out with them before I go to college in a couple weeks, and I get to see Riley Green next week, which will be awesome. On Friday. But Jarek, come on, man, get upfield. Bam! Dude, Kevin Sperry, man, he's been getting hit like crazy this season. Get up. Get up. Let's go, Deuce. Kelsey. Did they remove trucking in this game? Like, he just goes, nothing else. Look at the ranking right there. Top 4 the top 5 teams. 3 of the top 5 teams are in the SEC right now. It's crazy. There we go. Yeah. There we go, Lee! Lee Randall scoring his second touchdown of the season right there. But yeah, no, Florida State, man, playing pretty good here. Oh my gosh, it's the fourth quarter. I didn't even realize that at all. Oh, my ball. Come on. What a dot, bro! Florida State, Kevin Sperry throwing an absolute rocket out there to Jacobs. Vendrevis Jacobs. So, I think I'm only gonna play 2 games tonight. I'm tired, dude. Like I'm like about to sleep. Oh my god. Okay, there's a big run right there. Oh my gosh, dude. Can you not touchdowns? Let's go. Come on, man. Omar Graham Jr. Wow. Over 10 more first downs. 28-3. This is not their Patriots moment. Let's go. Go. Oh, there's a touchdown. Only 142 yards, though. Not bad. That's game. As long as Florida State picks the ball back up. Oh, they're just kicking the ball off. They're just like seceding. They're just seceding to it. Taking the loss. Kevin Sperry kneels it again, man. $10 to for Cal. Kevin Sperry, 281, 4 touchdowns in the game. That's crazy. So, hey, go. Oh, an absolute dimes, dude. Let's go. Not a great run game anyway, though. But crazy game from Sperry. That's gonna be the last game of the night, though. I'm kind of tired. But 2 wins in a row, back-to-back wins, starting the season 4-0. And Deuce Robinson had another great, fantastic. Oh my gosh, dude! Another game like that is crazy. 4-0 in conference play after a winning over Cal, and that's crazy, bro. Hopefully we get some recruit commits so I can start recruiting other guys to come in. So far no commits, but we're ranked 22. Back in the ranked conversation now. Although last season though, Florida State did have that 86 speed. Ooh, nice. He's actually kind of fast. So we're looking at it, man. Looking at this, dude. Florida State. Okay. Paul Kenyon is probably gonna commit to Miami unless we destroy Memphis. Unless we just rake Memphis here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Kenyon Duck. Oh, we're gonna bring him in against Clemson. I think. This guy. But we'll see what this guy's got, dude. Okay, that's gonna be the end of stream today. Actually, I'm tired. I'm not gonna stream much tonight. 2 games though, 2-0, 5-1 ranked season, pretty good. See y'all tomorrow most likely. I'm gonna stream.